Hello, guys. My name is Krishana Sykes, and I am an online marketing analyst. And in today's video, I am going to show you how to create just a simple tracking link in Clickmagick. Now, let me explain what Clickmagick is. Clickmagick is basically a tracking system that you want to use when you're in an online business and you are running traffic. Anytime you're running traffic, you always want to track. You want to track the number of clicks that you get compared to the clicks that you paid for. You also want to track the quality of the traffic. You want very good traffic. And you also want to track the percentage of top tier traffic that you receive. Now, just a tip that I use from my solo ad success formula, how I generate leads online, you want to have at least 85% top tier traffic or better. Now, top tier traffic is the 5 English speaking countries. They consist of the United States, Canada, Australia, New Zealand, and United Kingdom. Okay, so those are the 5 speaking countries, and we want most of our traffic, 85% or more, to go there because they are the countries that buy the most. And we want to maximize our dollars and minimize our loss, right? So anytime you're running solo ads, always ask for 85% or better top tier traffic. Just a little tip. Write that down. All right, so let's go ahead and get into Clickmagick. Now, I am going to maximize my screen here, and I'm just, again, this is just going to be very general here, but what we want to do is create a tracking link with a link that we're going to send out to a vendor. We want to make sure that we're able to track it. Now, once you log into your account, then your page is going to look like this. If you've never used Clickmagick before, you're not going to have all of this. These are all of my campaigns that I run. So, this is why I have this here. Now, this is the date, okay? And here, these are what we call subgroups. You can actually organize your tracking links based upon the week, which, as you can see here, I have mine broken down by week. For instance, I have 2/4 through 2/10. So all of my campaigns that I have run between this time here is listed here. And it just makes it easier for me. Now, I will do another tutorial on Clickmagick and organization to help you stay organized. It makes a huge difference, saves a lot of time. But today, again, we are just going to create just a tracking link, okay? So what we want to do first of all is we definitely want to click on links. Once we're there, which is this page right here, we are going to click on create new link, and this comes up. If you take a look here, you see my link group or my subgroup is here. Again, I have it broken down by week, so whatever you want to change it to, you can do here, okay, or create it. But again, this is just a general tracking link tutorial. So the first thing I want to do is go ahead and I want to grab a tracking link. I want to grab a link, right? The link that I want to track. It could be for your product or your service, your company, whatever it is you're promoting. For training purposes, I'm just going to go ahead and grab a YouTube link, and I'm just going to grab one from my channel. So I copied it, and then I am going to go back to the screen. Now, what I like to do is I like to just take this out because I want to start from a clean slate. I don't like any mishaps or mistakes or anything because we're talking about my money here. So, I want to make sure that I start from a clean slate. So then I am going to paste my link here, okay? And then I want to name it. It could be anything. I'm going to name this YouTube make money now, because that's what my video is about. Now, what you can also do is have a link ID here. Say, for instance, if you have a lot of videos underneath this title, then, or not videos, but a lot of links, I should say, underneath this title, then you want to create a unique identifier, which is what I call it. They have link ID here, but you just want to identify each specific link. So we're going to do that here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Notice, by the way, up here that there has to be either 4 to 32 characters in this field. And I want to show you that it has to have at least 4 in here. I have 1, 2, 3, 4 right now, so it will work. But let's say that I took one number out and I tried to create it. It won't let me. It comes up with an error and it says, oops, please fix the error listed below. Tracking link ID must be 40 to 20 letters or numbers and hyphens only. So make sure that you're following this criteria. So I'm going to go ahead and add the number 4 so that I meet that criteria. And then after I do that, what I like to do is just double check to make sure that I have everything. Like I have my link name, I have my primary URL here, the URL that I want to track, and then I also have the unique identifier or link ID. Again, you don't have to use this, but if you are going to have a lot of links underneath this link name, then I highly suggest that you create an identifier so that you can distinguish between all of the links. And just an FYI, if you're having any trouble with any of these fields, you can always click on the question mark here and it'll come up with a tutorial with whatever it is that you're having trouble with. Clickmagick has a wonderful tutorial section. So anytime that you need some assistance, definitely check out the tutorial and it will help you out. So I'm going to exit out of here and I'm going to go back to my page. Again, I'm going to double check again. Notice I'm very anal because I don't want to make any mistakes. So again, I have my link name. I have my identifier here. And I also have my primary URL. And just the FYI, when you create an account, they are going to ask you for a tracking link, just a general tracking link that is going to be used for all of the links that you use. As you can see, I have a lifefreedomnow2017.com. So every single link that I create, it's going to have this, and then it's going to have, you know, whatever my identifier is. So next thing is cloak link, which we're going to leave at no. That's a totally different topic for another day. We aren't going to cover that right now. Again, it's just creating a general link. So we're going to go ahead and click create link. And it says that it's a problem. It says that this link is already in use. And I just used it just a minute ago. So that's why that's the case. So I am going to go back here. This is the link that I created, right? And let me change the unique identifier. So I changed this and let's click save changes and see if this works. Okay, so it actually worked. So it's right here. Now, what you want to do next is you want to check it to make sure that it's actually tracking properly. So in order to do that, it's a couple ways that you can do it. The first way is you can click on this and you can click preview. See if it comes up. This is the URL that I use, or the link that I use. It's coming up, so I know that it's working. But I'm going to caution you to use this particular method because I'm using my Chrome browser and I've already, you know, used or actually clicked on my YouTube URL. So it's actually in my cache. So it's automatically going to pick it up anyway because it's in my cache. So whatever browser that you're using, if you've checked or you've gone to that URL before, it's going to be in your cache. And when you go to check it, it's going to come up anyway. So this is what I advise that you do. I advise that you use incognito. And you want to use incognito because you don't have any memory, no cache at all, no cookies, right? So I'm using Chrome, but if you're using Mozilla or Safari or whatever, you know, just use incognito. So I am going to pull up incognito and I'm just going to paste the URL here. Now, if this URL comes up
so the question of
in incognito, then that means that the tracking link is actually working. So I'm going to exit out of here and then I'm going to click on here. Now, notice how this has TC2 UC1. This is the number of clicks that or number of people who have clicked on this particular URL. In this case, I've clicked on it, right? So it's me. But what you want to do to make sure that it's actually tracking, notice, keep note, this says 2, this says 1. You want to refresh. And once you refresh, you should see that the numbers change. And you see that the numbers have changed. I've actually gone to it a couple more times, which is the reason why it says 4. But if the numbers change after you have checked the URL, either by hitting preview or by going into incognito, then you know that it is working. So really simple, really easy, right? That is how you create a tracking link in Clickmagick. And again, if you are running traffic for anything, you absolutely want to track your links. You want to know where your traffic's coming from. You want to know the quality of your traffic. You want to know the number of clicks that you receive based upon the clicks that you paid for. You also want to confirm that you are getting at least 85% or more of top tier traffic, which is in another video that I will do, another tutorial to show you how to do that. But Clickmagick allows you to track all of that. So if you don't have Clickmagick, and you know now that you need to track your links, then there will be a link below so that you can go ahead and click on that and get started with Clickmagick. Now, I believe that there is a free trial. I want to say it's 14 days. Please don't quote me on that, but I do know for sure that there is a free trial that you can check out, but you absolutely have to have it. And also, again, I am an online marketing analyst, and one of my specialties is lead generation, solo ads specifically. So this falls right in line with solo ads. Not only do you need to track your traffic, but if you're using solo ads, you need to use a process so that you are maximizing your dollars and minimizing your loss. Because if you don't know how to use solo ads, you can lose a lot of money. And there's a process. There's a process that you follow. I've given you a couple tips in regards to the top tier traffic that you need to have. But the solo ad success formula that I use shows you how to pick vendors that will work well for your opportunity, how to communicate with them and ask them specific questions to make sure that they can provide the service that you need. Also, it will show you how to create ad copy, copywriting for your solo ad, because you want your copy to be congruent with your offer, and you don't want your solo ad provider to create the copy for you. You want to do it yourself. Another tip, write that down. But you're interested in the solo ad success formula, you want to know how to run solo ads successfully, then click the link below. There will be a link that says solo ad success formula. I will get that to you right away. So I hope that you have received some value. I hope that this has given you some insight on how to create just a generic tracking link in Clickmagick and the importance of using Clickmagick to track your URLs. So if you like this video, go ahead and click that like button. If you love it, click that heart button and share this out to people who this can actually help. And remember to subscribe to my channel. Hey, thank you so much for your time. I love you guys, and I'll be coming back with some more good stuff, because my goal, my mission, my responsibility is really to help you guys as I learn, and I want to share that with you. So you guys have a wonderful day, and I am going to try to end this video. How about that?